Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. Welcome to your reading. It is your sneak peek into 2023. I'm going to pull a card for the overall energy for the year. And then I'm going to pull a card for the energy for the first quarter, what you get two. And then we're going to do a deep dive into the first quarter of the year. If you'd like to see the extended where I cover the other 3 quarters, then the information for that is in the description box below. I'm also offering a personal reading. If you'd like that, it'll be pre-recorded. So that information is also in the description box below. You have the card of the ant. What's really interesting, though, is it has this Merkaba energy. And so this is very divinely guided, spiritually guided energy of cooperation for the highest good of the community. It's Archangel Premilic, Preminlic, works with insects, butterflies, dragonflies. So you have here cooperation for the highest good of the community, Pisces. You've been kind of going through school lately, right? With Jupiter and Neptune both in your sign at home, and so there's been a lot of healing energy. Now it's time to start taking that forward. And so here for the first quarter, you have stayed balanced and in your essence, right? So all the things you have learned, all the healing you've done. Pisces, you've been really stepping up and into your power, right? You're becoming very good at being the CEO of your own life and saying, that doesn't work for me. I'm not your doormat. I'm in charge of my life. And so stay in that energy. So here you have a lot of help too. Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel that is associated with Pisces energy. And that is on this card. I also want to tell you the grandmother showed up, which is always lovely. They tend to show up for Pisces without fail, but this time they came in very enthusiastically for this reading. So we have Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Mary, or Mother Mary, however you want to refer to this. This is definitely the energy of a lot of love and self-esteem. Sandalphon is about music. It's about healing. It's also the Earth star. And so Earth creates a container for water, right? And so it allows you to really contain your energy. There's a need to contain your energy, but there's a lot of water with this too, because we have the Kingfisher. Be patient and be focused. Archangel Bhokpi, like I wish these names were easier. Bhokpi. The Kingfisher will wait for the fish to come by and then go for it. They sit and wait patiently, sometimes for hours on the edge of the river. Like on a branch overlooking the river, and they're waiting for the right opportunity. And so there's a need to wait for the right opportunity this first quarter. Although I will say that when we get, that'll be kicking off. If you're a Pisces rising, that would be your 12th house. So that new moon in Aquarius is carrying a lot of energy. That really is a big signature energy for the first quarter of the year. It really kind of like gets things ignited and moving forward. And so for you, it may take until the sun gets into your sign where you're really feeling the energy moving, but be patient and wait for the right opportunity. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the area on which to focus your energy, and then we're going to look at the area of change, and we're going to look at career and finance, and we're going to also look at what area of your relationship energy can you focus on to improve all of your relationships, because we cannot change anyone but ourselves. So what area could you focus on that would improve all of your relationships? So here in the overall energy of focus here, we have the card of justice and fairness with feeling trapped, the 8 of wood. And so this is, I think you're waiting for the right opportunity to release your energy here. So it's almost like you're waiting. It's almost like you're waiting for something to be brought to you. There's a justice that's coming in. You're waiting for a decision to be made that is out of your hands. Something that you can't do anything about, Pisces, and so you have to wait. So it almost feels very like it's caught up in the legal system. And until, like, I don't know, maybe you're waiting for Maybe you were hurt in an accident and you're waiting for them to determine how much your money you're going to get, and until then, you're kind of held in limbo. Or you're waiting for a job to come through, or a divorce to come through. That's pretty strong coming in here. There's some kind of a legal thing. You're waiting for something to come through this first quarter that is causing you to have to be very patient and to pull your energy in and to wait on it. Let's see what else is going on here, because I find that very interesting. The sense of balance and justice. And so there's this need to also digest some information that's coming in. And how can you use it for your advantage? And while all this is going on, it feels like your nerves are a little jangled. You may need to really rely on some community to step in and help you. But you feel like you're a little jangled up in the nerves. Okay, so these are the cards of the I Ching. Okay, and the I Ching requires throwing coins to see where the change is going to come in. And because this energy here is so we have the card of shock right here. So I feel like something changes and everything shifts and changes, and it comes with grace and beauty. So I'm going to pause the video for a hot minute here, throw the coins, and see exactly what area is changing here, so that you know what exactly you're supposed to be focusing on, because this feels very out of your control, almost very destined, and like the hand of fate is going to move the wheel, and then you're going to know which direction to move in. So let's give me a second here, and I'll be right back. Okay, Pisces. So I'm actually going to read you out of the book what it says about this shock card. It feels important. So grace and beauty is encouraging you to move gracefully through the energy that's coming through. This card of the wood, feeling trapped and helpless. One thing you can do is you can choose to feel grateful for the things that are good, to move with grace and beauty, and to, if something feels off, maybe shift and adjust at that moment. But if it's too late for that, again, I feel very much like there's court involvement, somehow injustice coming in here. And again, I want to reiterate, there is a need to be patient and staying balanced. But this card of shock, here's what came through for that. When chaotic events strip you of what is rightfully yours, it is no use to fight it while the storm is raging. Retire to the mountaintop for now. So this is that patiently waiting energy, right? In the end, after the storm has passed, the strategy will restore all that is yours without a need for contention. So justice is going to be served. It is important for you to stay in your energy, to stay in your essence. So it could be that somebody says something really harmful and hurtful to you, and it was shocking when it happened, and you want to fire back and say something. So this could be in a relationship. It could be in a job situation where somebody takes credit for your work, but then, eventually justice pays out. There is something which was really unfair, and it was shocking. Like out of nowhere, where did that come from kind of energy? But this card is saying that justice will be restored, and you have the card of justice, which really makes me feel like that is totally going to happen for you. So hang on to that. Confronting uncontrollable forces when they are at their peak only brings further misfortune and loss. So if step away. Don't make it any worse. Like it's already a mess. For some reason, something's already a mess. You pulling your energy back, you protecting your space. Wow, I just did your weekly reading for the 5th through the 11th, and it also had that energy, that message of protecting your energy. Protecting your energy and protecting your ideas and redirecting your focus on what you can manage and what you can control. This is being the CEO of your life, right? This is not allowing others to dictate when you are in good energy and when you're not. And you're like, wow, I don't know what you're doing over there, but I'm over here and I am happy and I am content and I'm working on my stuff and I'm doing my things and I'm going to move my life forward. I'm going to work for the collective good of all. And if you want to be all grumpy or nasty, or you want to be judgmental or harsh, or you want to whatever, I'm going to let you work that out over there. I can't do anything about that situation, either that attitude, that decision that's being made, that court situation, whatever it is. But what I can do is I can work and focus over here on what is of value to me and what I actually have control on. And one of the best ways to stay balanced and in your essence when things around you are chaotic is to recognize that you cannot dictate to someone else what to do or how to manage it. And it's better just sometimes to step back and focus on what you can. So they're showing me an example in my head. I was going through a divorce, and my soon to be, momentarily to be ex was standing there, and he was making statements that were untrue and really had nothing to do with anything. And inside of me, I really wanted to speak up and say something. And I think my lawyer felt my driving up energy of wanting to say something. And all she did was she put her hand just for a moment on my, like, calm down, just wait. And within moments, the judge came back with a statement to my soon-to-be ex that was validating to me, and the judge ruled in my favor. And it was just like, just wait. Just wait, it'll work its way out, is what her energy was. And so I took a breath and I held my ground, like my tongue and my energy, and I schooled my face to be just blank, like to not carry an emotional energy on my face. And I just stood there calmly. And inside I was seething with what he was saying, and the judge saw right through it. And so there's some situation that you will, if you give it space, it will be seen through, and it will work in your favor. So don't rise to the bait, is what I'm hearing. Don't rise to the bait. The opportunity will come for you. The opportunity will come for you. The justice will come in. So during this first quarter of the year, that is some really interesting overall energy to be working on. So let's take a look at relationships. Now, what can you do to improve all of the relationships? So this is your intimate partnerships, this is your friendships, this is your coworker, your boss, your siblings, your neighborhood, your community, whatever, right? What can you do? And you have life purpose and spiritual maturity. Stay in your essence. They're just telling you the same thing again. Move with grace. There is something. What should you focus your energy on? What is this dream? What is this goal? What is this thing that you want to do that is a little bit, that's calling to you? It's like calling to you. Like, look at me, work on me, because this is the ant here, cooperating for the highest good of the community. There is something that you really want to do. And so while all that chaos and that noise is going on over there, you focus on what is important to your heart. And this will bring you spiritual maturity, and like attracts like, because in this, we have this energy of this couple climbing the mountain together. So you'll be moving forward with other people, like-minded people, and the people that don't get you, the people that are chaotic, leave them to the side. They're just noise. They're just noise, and it's really important that you stay in your essence and in your peace. There is an opportunity during this first quarter. There's an opportunity for you to align the work you do with what is really important to you. So there is nothing more magical, I think, in life than when our job is our purpose, our life purpose, and we can bring those things together, and then we're excited every day to get up and do the work. That's how I feel about doing this work here. And so, when we are aware that this is right for us, things really flow forward. And so it feels as though you have been sorting out what does not work for you in your career avenues and opportunities, and And you're sitting in this space of waiting for the right opportunity to come to you, and it's going to come to you. We have the Four of Cups. But look, Spirit is filling up this opportunity over here. She's sitting there and she's thinking. She's thinking about, this is not your typical Four of Cups, right? The Four of Cups, a lot of times are like Spirit's bringing you something, you're not paying any attention. It doesn't look like this. It looks like she has her hand on the bowl. This is a bowl like this. So she has her hand on the bowl. So she's feeling into the energy, but she's looking off to the future and she's wondering, is this for me or not? And so I feel like waiting for the right opportunity, the right career to show up, the right thing to happen for you. So really paying attention to that, because the card that comes with it is, what does your soul say? And so she looks like she's thinking about, I see this opportunity. How do I feel about it? Pisces, using your feelings. That's your superpower, right? And this is all that blue of the throat chakra. And the throat chakra is our truth. It is the truth of who we are. It is our authentic self. And she's in her head here. She's got that blue there, right? She's definitely, and you could see the blue coming in. It's the rainbow. It's all of the stuff. But is it for you? Listen to your heart. Wait for the right opportunity to come in. Stay balanced and in your essence. Your essence needs to be calm. If you're worried about whatever chaos is going on over here, you're going to be distracted. Instead, pay attention for opportunities that are coming to you. I feel like this life purpose card, I think this is where you connect in with the community. There is something that is going to show up this quarter for you, that is going to move you. And it may be something that you do, that you volunteer for, but it ends up growing into something bigger. The Spirit is really tickling my face on this. So there's something really powerful happening here for you, Pisces. So allow yourself the space and the grace. Move with grace, right? Grace and beauty. You stay in the grace and the beauty. I'd let the justice system, whether it is the actual justice system of the court system, or it's the karmic justice system. So what is karma? Karma is the energy you put in is the energy you get out. So good karma comes from a result of you doing and staying in your energy and the goodness that you put out into the world. When you shine the light out into the world, your light becomes brighter and you draw and attract. So it's really the law of attraction. And when you put negative energy out into the world, you draw and attract negative energy. Now, we are, as the world is elevating and moving into this Aquarius energy, karmic payoff is much faster. Why? Because the Lord of Karma is Saturn, and Saturn is a co-ruler of Aquarius with Uranus, and Uranus is sudden shock, sudden change, right? And so right now, and for the next, 2,500 years or something like that, when we're in the Aquarian age, during this time frame, karma is instant, right? And so karma doesn't mean that you're going to necessarily, the good you put out in the world comes back to you. When someone puts out negative energy toward you, you may not get to see the result of their karmic action, but I guarantee you it happens in this lifetime. Because there is a need to be exiting this life. All souls need to be exiting this life with more of a balanced karmic balance sheet so they could come back in. So we're not having to work through old karma. We're able to be advancing through the Aquarian age. So it's not like, oh, that's fair, they got that. No, it's because they need to clear their karma. And so in this lifetime, we're doing a lot of karmic clearing, and we're always creating karma. No matter what we do, good or not so great, we're creating karma, right? And so the payoff has to happen in this lifetime so that when we get to the next lifetime, we're all coming in with this clean sheet and we're not working through old baggage, right? We can't take this baggage with us. And what's also really nice about the energy of moving forward is that I think we take a lot more of our gifts and our knowledge and our wisdom with us into the next lifetime, our next incarnation, whether it's here or on another planet. And so really this is a karmic clearing energy that's going on. So justice is going to happen. It doesn't need you to pay attention. What you need to be focused on is, what is this life purpose? What is this soul mission? What is this opportunity that's coming to you? And can you keep yourself in the energy of beauty and grace and just move through life with a spiritual maturity that allows you to manifest something that is for the greater good of all? Because you have the card here of Joyville, no judgment. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic and I call it into the office and I tell it to take a vacation. I also say, don't worry about other people's judgments. That's their problem, okay? As my inner critic leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Enjoy the joy of simply being. It is okay to just receive and to absorb all this beautiful energy that is coming in, and then allowing yourself to work with this Merkabah energy of Archangel Metatron to help to manifest and create a better world. And the better world that you're creating could simply be the fact that you are centered and grounded and you are happy and you are smiling, is that then the people around you have that experience. You're making the world better. It doesn't have to be this big career shift or change where you go out and you change the world. We change the world one smile at a time. That's how we change the world. So I let out a sigh and I begin to enjoy the joy of simply being, and I ask, who hired that guy anyway? Right? You don't need an inner critic, and you certainly don't need anybody else's inner critic coming at you. Because if they're criticizing something about you, it's because they're worried, they're uncomfortable with their own selves. That's their problem. You don't have to solve it for them. All right, so that is a great energy for your first quarter. Stay in your essence and your joy. Pay attention for the opportunities that are being brought to you, and allow justice to play out in whichever courtroom it's happening, whether it is the karmic courtroom or the courtroom of the society that you live in. And you just focus on what brings you joy, what brings you peace, what brings you happiness, and what can you do that makes your soul sing. Archangel Sandalphon wants your soul to sing. All right, you guys take really great care. I'm going to stop the video and go on and do the extended, where I'll cover the next 3 quarters. So if you'd like to purchase that, the information for that is in the description box below. And if you'd like a personal reading, then that is also in the description box below. You guys take great care of yourself in 2023, and I'll talk to you soon.